All right now. What's up, world? You know what I'm saying? This your boy, man. This God, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm just sitting here, thinking, you know what I'm saying, thinking about how life been, the last 30, 40 years, you know what I'm saying? You know, I wrote a letter to God, you know what I'm saying? I wrote a letter from God to the world, you know what I'm saying? To Dow Chemical, you know what I'm saying? And all my friends that worked at Dow Chemical at the time, all my co-workers. And the accident, the explosion, you know what I'm saying? It did get me, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I sneaked out of that, you know what I'm saying? It's like I sneaked out of that. I was supposed to be like Kent, you know what I'm saying? Nothing but scab, you know what I'm saying? From head to toe. But God bless me, nothing but my butt and my legs and my arms, you know what I'm saying, and my chest and my chin, you know what I'm saying, really got the most of the burns, you know what I'm saying. So I don't look like I've been burnt, you know what I'm saying, but I can feel it, you know what I'm saying. It's like I just woke up from it, you know what I'm saying. And you know what I'm saying, you can still feel the burn, you can still feel the, all that, you know what I'm saying, that magnesium chloride. They say it just, get wet, you know what I'm saying. No, man, it killed Kent, you know what I'm saying. And it really did. It didn't kill me, but it could have killed me, you know what I'm saying. But I died later like Kent. Like Kent swallowed that stuff and it burned his esophagus. And I did something else that messed my life up later, you know what I'm saying? Messing with the Dallas lawyers and the Dow lawyers and getting blackballed and fired and blackballed and all that. And my lawyer sold me out, you know what I'm saying? And let Dow pay them to just push it under the rug, you know what I'm saying? And paid off my family members, you know what I'm saying? Fake insurance, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And man, you know what I'm saying? It ain't really nothing a person can do. Lawyers don't want to mess with you, you know what I'm saying? And man, I'm the only one, you know what I'm saying, who done told the world, you know what I'm saying, that we was gods. You know, I told y'all I was God. Anybody that don't believe they God, I feel sorry for, man. I really feel sorry for you, man, if you don't believe you're God, you know what I'm saying? Because wasn't nothing but Adam and Eve in the garden. Nothing but Adam and Eve. And Adam the one told Eve, you know what I'm saying? It's not good for man to be alone. Let me create a helpmeet for you, you know what I'm saying? And then they made Cain and Abel, you know what I'm saying? And Cain is really kind because AI together in a word, that's kind, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, man, you know what I'm saying? As Adam, you know what I'm saying? I know who I am, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad I wasn't a girl alone, you know what I'm saying? With the name of Eve and not knowing that, you know what I'm saying, she might have been born January 1st, New Year's Day, you know what I'm saying? And then, got the name Eve because Eve was made, with Adam, you know what I'm saying? But then I don't think she'd have ever came up with her being God, and it wasn't nothing but Adam and her in the garden, you know what I'm saying? Like I done came to the conclusion that, you know what I'm saying, wasn't nothing but me and Eve in the garden, and Eve had to be the evening we met because the Bible talks about it, a woman arrayed, a woman clothed with the sun, you know what I'm saying, with the moon under her feet. And then, that's, I feel like that's when Adam said, let us make man in our image, you know what I'm saying? And they made Abel and Cain, you know what I'm saying, and Seth and this and that there, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't but Adam and Eve and those animals. Now, you can call the snake an animal, or you can call the snake a serpent. But the only reason I said serpent back then, because it rhymed with sir, repent. You know what I'm saying? Sir, repent. So, sir, repent. That's why I had Moses to hang the serpent up in the wilderness, so that whoever get bit, they look at the serpent and the serpent could repent to the person that they bit and put the poison in. You know what I'm saying? And the only difference between man and a serpent, the God and the serpent, is you need to repent. You know what I'm saying? The serpent need to repent. And if you feel like you doing people wrong on purpose, then you could be a serpent, you know what I'm saying? But ain't no such thing as devils and demons, you know what I'm saying? You could be a snake, but if you got arms and legs and do snake ways, then God might make you lose your arms and legs. That's when people have strokes and heart attacks, and then be cancer victims and lose limbs and all that. You want to lose your limbs and get everything chopped off and be a snake, you know what I'm saying? That's on you know what I'm saying? But mankind came from Adam and Eve, you know what I'm saying? And Adam and Eve, you know what I'm saying, are God's spirits, you know what I'm saying? And Adam and Eve is the mother and father of the world. And Adam is God and Eve is a goddess, you know what I'm saying? The Bible made Diana God. There's one goddess in the Bible named Diana. And I don't want to lie and say I know how she got that name. But it's only one God in this world, you know what I'm saying? And he was married to a Diane, so they kind of make that Bible, you know what I'm saying, kind of speak out, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, that was later throughout the generations, you know what I'm saying? This is the 7th generation, you know what I'm saying? 8th generation, 9th generation, 10th generation, you know what I'm saying? We done, Papa Enoch and Adam done been together since time began. Enoch walked with God till he was seen no more, you know what I'm saying? He was a good man till didn't nobody see him no more till he died. You know what I'm saying? He was a good man till ain't nobody see him no more. That's all that means. He was a good man. And he was a godly man, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, a good man from the goodness of his heart leaves an inheritance for his children and his children's children, you know what I'm saying? And that's meant by God, you know what I'm saying? That came from God's mouth, God's heart, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna never sit up and tell nobody no lie and tell them I'm not God, so I can tell them they not God, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna tell nobody that I'm not God, because they'll be lying on me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna go pushing it in people's face that I'm God and they not, because I can't say that, you know what I'm saying? Because they still gods, you know what I'm saying, made by the same Adam and Eve that made me, you know what I'm saying? I just put all my utmost respect to God, you know what I'm saying, as Adam, you know what I'm saying, because they gave me the name Adam because I didn't get the gift. You know, my mama, say since they didn't give me the gift for being born, you know what I'm saying, on New Year's Day, she gave me the name of Adam because he was the first man. So the rest of it was put together by me throughout the years, you know what I'm saying? And my mom and them, you know what I'm saying, the way they, treated me and my mom and them, the relationships we had, you know what I'm saying, was all good relationships, you know what I'm saying, until the end, you know what I'm saying, when I became God, you know what I'm saying. and didn't nobody want me being God, and everybody was trying to come after me, you know what I'm saying? So, it's a good thing, I'm able to sit and talk about it without running, you know what I'm saying? Because all I see, man, is me being the only man that can say God and the only one know Adam, and Eve, and know the Bible the way I know it, you know what I'm saying? Can't nobody, make me contradict the Bible, or can't nobody contradict the Bible and I not know they contradicting the Bible. And you can't be somebody that believe that God sent Christ to die on nobody's cross, you know what I'm saying? That's something you can't believe, you know what I'm saying? But that's the first thing everybody believes, that Jesus died for our sins, like God planned it, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't something God planned. That wasn't something, God intended to do, you know what I'm saying? That just happened, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? When you think about, Jesus dying on the cross, think about a real man dying because people was jealous and envious and didn't want him to know what he knew, you know what I'm saying? But he went all the way till he returned, you know what I'm saying? And he here now talking to you right now as God, you know what I'm saying? Adam, as Jesus, because Adam really gave me the name Jesus, you know what I'm saying? G apostrophe Z, not Jesus, you know what I'm saying? It's G apostrophe Z.
My husband used to ejaculate prematurely until
Man,
this.
that is the
My hubby is
stupidest
ejaculating
commercial.
so
The
fast,
first
and he
few
gets so
words
anxious
she
about it,
said
it's starting
sound
to feel like a
stupid as
chore.
shit.
Used to be me and my husband
Make my
before I
video
discovered this
sound like a
with
damn
him. Sex our
fool.
ex plus time is control. I
Talking
swear
about
it saved our
goddamn
sex
sex.
life. It has the same active ingredient.
Fuck
Hello,
the
my
master
ladies and pretty gentlemen.
ingredient.
Welcome back to another episode
God
of
forgive me for
Look What's
cussing.
Happening in
That's
the Spirit
just a
Realm.
cuss word.
Yours truly,
Not a curse word, but what she doing is cursing us
I'm getting a very
and making
sick
heaven
energy
look
today,
like a damn fool.
and
Not
this
this
might not
girl.
resonate
I'm
with everyone.
talking about
I'm just
that
gonna say that right
commercial
away.
about
This is someone who's been under your
and
nose.
men
They've been,
ejaculating like a commercial of
let me
that
put it
need to come on
directly.
with kids
Whoever this
having
person is,
cell
that's your
phones
energy.
and computers.
They've been in the outskirts of your energy.
Like you really need to tell a man or a woman
This is someone
that miss.
you honestly didn't believe would care about you as much as they do. And you may have even thought that they were open to like developing something deeper with you, or to working on something more transformative with you. But this is someone who sees you as an energy source. They see you as having everything that, energetically speaking, having everything that they need to perform for. Whoever this person is, ever since that you've been in their vicinity, or when you get in their vicinity, you're going to notice it's not their words that impact you. It's not the things that they say. It's the way that they are with you and how they're hooking up to you energetically. I feel like this is someone who wants to be as embodied as you, but they haven't really done the work. They haven't opened up themselves to their insecurities, and they haven't seen that aspect of themselves fully. And because of that, this is like, for some of you, this could be like a coworker, a friend, a relative that you've reconnected with, a person that you're like, via friends, but it's not something that's like direct, it's not something that you're having a contact with them directly as a one-on-one dating situation. But what I heard today is this individual, they believed that silence will do for them what it did for you. And it's doing the opposite. they're hoping to be silent because they want to avoid being recognized by some kind of karmic record. And for some of you, this is going to be extreme because whoever this person is could have performed an energy ritual where they try to put in insecurities into your field, difficulties, hardships, obstacles that you never actually dealt with, or obstacles that you weren't karmically lined up with, if you know what I mean. Like, for example, if you've overcome something from your lineage, from your heritage, from your karmic background, this is a person that tried to put in a version of it so that they can get you to deal with what they cannot deal with. And this happens sometimes subconsciously because this kind of energy starts to mimic you behind your back. Whoever this person is, they're playing silent now because in the past, especially when you were with them, they were saying certain things that would knock you down behind your back. And it wasn't direct. It wasn't so direct that people would think to stop them. It was very subtle. Like, it specifically had something to do with your confidence. The way that you weren't so obsessed with wanting people to see you a specific kind of way, but people kind of just did. That's what this person feels the most about you. I think that this is like a person that could have even had like a crush on you at one point, and then that crush sort of like mutated into this weird fixation of how people see you. Like, I'm seeing this vision right now where this person would be, especially if this is a friend group, that's, if you're relating this as a friend group, or somebody that's like, you know, in your circle in some way, they would like take a step back and they would watch people watching you. That's the kind of energy I'm getting from this person. They would watch people watching you, and you could even be like awkward. You could be quirky, awkward, or just not very like smooth, socially speaking. And this person kind of is. Like, that's what I'm getting. This person kind of is, and so this is probably why you wouldn't be on their scent. You wouldn't be thinking this person is competing with you, or this person is trying to imitate you. Like, you think that they have their own character to fall back on, but they don't. They don't like themselves. Like, they don't like the fact that they have to work so hard to persuade people, to get people to laugh for them, to get people to find them interesting. And I think this is the part of you that this person is now being confronted with. And it's very subtle. Like, if this is someone who's being held accountable right now, especially if they've been speaking bad about you behind your back, and that's not going to resonate for everyone, they're being held accountable in a very specific way because of how they're trying to deal with their karma right now, especially if you're not around them. They could be trying to deal with their karma by imitating your silence. The collective I'm picking up on is the kind of collective that honestly people would play with you for a good time. And the way that you handle them, the way that you move with grace beyond that kind of push and pull energy, has been something that this person may have witnessed, maybe indirectly, you know, maybe through watching you, or maybe through like word of mouth. They've noticed that indirectly. And this is the kind of power that they're trying to embody right now. That's what I'm picking up on. And as they're doing it, they don't understand, or they don't see the fact that people are seeing them in a very like, whatever you're doing now isn't going to work for you the way that it works for this person or for you. That's what I'm getting. But one thing that I picked up on with this energy is the energy ritual that they could have done, right, subconsciously for a lot of you, had something to do with how you were able to read people. And I think this person kind of put their guard down with you. That's what I'm getting. And now they know that. Now they know that they put their guard down with you, and they didn't even see you sniffing around. They didn't see you clocking them. I don't really use that word, but like they didn't see you clocking them. And the reason why is because and this is the part of you that this person wanted to steal. like, I want to say this, they wanted to steal that aspect. They wanted to, it's not mimic it, they wanted to like take it from you. Because whoever this is wants to be seen as like the top of their game in every way. And you could be one of those kinds of people that are good at like everything. Or I'm picking up on a jack of all trades type of energy. And because of that, your confidence is spread out onto different parts of you. Your different parts of you have been explored so that you don't feel like you're lacking. Like, even if you want to develop in certain aspects, you don't come from the perspective, I'm lacking, or I'm trying to do this because I want to impress people. You could come from like just pure curiosity. And I think this is someone that does not embody that. They don't embody that. They think they know everything about themselves. They think they already figured out themselves. So they think they figured out people. And they saw you as a budding, like somebody that was budding, someone that had yet to develop their skills. But I think now this person is seeing the fact that you are so developed that you honestly fool people. And they even understand, especially if they saw this part of you, this silent part of you from word of mouth. Now they understand why people think that you're manipulative or cruel or cold, right? They could understand why now, because it's so easy to take you for granted. It's so easy to see you as something that you're not. It's so easy to be fooled by you. And this is what I'm picking up on today. Like, and now this person is trying to follow into your footsteps as opposed to stealing you, stealing that aspect of you, because now they're realizing, oh my God, I'm out there walking around pretty much giving the keys to the kingdom, giving my juices away. And there is collective here kind of like so benign, so unassuming, so unconfrontational, but yet so precise. So precise that I think this is someone who's like waiting with bated breath, especially if you vocalize your thoughts. Like, if you, even more so if this is like a family situation, but I'm not really picking that up a lot. It feels more like friendship.
You know, that's what I don't like. You know, everybody got to debate whatever question is or what is said about the Bible. Everybody got to debate it. You know what I'm saying? Debate. The Bible talk about how it's so messed up that everybody debate. You know what I'm saying? About the Bible. You know what I'm saying? It ain't but one thing, man. Adam and Eve was in the Garden of Eden with the animals. That's the only way you can think about it. Adam and Eve was in the Garden of Eden with the animals. Wasn't no dragons, wasn't no beasts, you know what I'm saying? The only beast was the animals. Wasn't no dragons, it wasn't nothing but when Adam cursed the serpent, you know what I'm saying? Cursed the snake, you know what I'm saying? That's why when Moses came in with the staff, and he dropped his staff, they dropped their staff and had little snakes, and Moses dropped his staff and had a big snake, and his snake ate their snakes. You know what I'm saying? Because God is the big snake, you know what I'm saying? God is the big snake that ate their snake, but God was Moses. You know what I'm saying? God was Moses, you know what I'm saying? God talked to Moses face to face, mouth to mouth, you know what I'm saying? Face to face, you know what I'm saying? When you seen Aaron, you seen God, you know what I'm saying? And when you seen Moses was instead Aaron, Aaron was instead Moses, and Moses was instead God, you know what I'm saying? Aaron was instead Moses, and Moses was instead God. I think it's wrote like that in the Bible too. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can get it to come up like that. Aaron was as Moses, and Moses instead God. I bet it come up. It might not. But it do say that in the Bible, somewhere in the Bible, that Moses was instead, okay. He shall be the spokesman to the people. He shall be to instead of a mouth, and you shall be to him instead of God. You know what I'm saying? That's what it say. Aaron shall speak to the people. He shall be to instead a mouth, and you shall be to him instead of a mouth. You should be instead of God. Moses was God, you know what I'm saying? That's when God made Moses God, when he told him, go get Aaron, your brother. Can't he talk? You know what I'm saying? He could talk, can't he? And then he said, yeah. He said, well, I will be with your mouth. I will be with you, you know what I'm saying? And he will be as instead you, and Moses would be instead God. That's the way God said it, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I try to keep my little self, simple, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to get and live a long time, you know what I'm saying? Because, 50 years ain't enough, you know what I'm saying? God bless me 50 years, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to say that I want many more years, but I do, you know what I'm saying? God know what I want. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like about the Bible. God say he know what we need, you know what I'm saying? God know what we need before we ask. God know what you need before you ask God for it, you know what I'm saying? Man, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, you know what I'm saying? I put myself on marijuana, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad it failed just like it did, you know what I'm saying? They started selling that fake marijuana, and then, you know what I'm saying, people left crack alone and started dealing with the fake marijuana. That was with the intention of God. Now, I ain't gonna say it was the intention of the government, but it was the intention of God, you know what I'm saying? So that piss test, wouldn't be irrelevant, you know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have to worry about the piss test. I didn't need Adam to fail no piss test because Adam peed for himself, really, all the time. And his piss was so good that if the boss's son was smoking, all he had to do was let his daddy know he was smoking. And then his daddy would ask Adam, could he pee for his son? And I would all the time. I did it for many workers. I peed for many workers. I even peed for my own son, you know what I'm saying? If I do it for them, I have to do it for them too. But then, you know what I'm saying, I put myself on marijuana, you know what I'm saying? Because it scared me when I was young, I thought I had became like my daddy, and acting crazy, you know what I'm saying? It had me thinking way out. But then I wanted to put myself on it because I had said it in one of my songs when I first started. I said, you know what I'm saying, to heal a drug addict, you gotta know a drug addict. You gotta be somebody that know a drug addict. You gotta know what he feel like when he on the drugs, you know what I'm saying? So I did that, and with my intentions on, you know what I'm saying, finding out how to get off of it, or, how to get your life right afterwards, you know what I'm saying? But when God started talking to me through the stuff, then I knew what sage was, and I knew what incense was, and all it was incense, you know what I'm saying? Herbs Man, you know I had so many friends, man. God met so many people. That's why I say Adam had so many friends that God met so many people, you know what I'm saying? I feel like crying right now. I got so many Mexican friends. I got so many island friends, you know what I'm saying? And you from the islands, Adam. You from the islands. This your boy, Augustine, you know what I'm saying? Augustine telling you from the islands, from Jamaican Island. And I'm always keep you what you need, because I really don't need to smoke, man. Not no more. I know what the outcome was, you know what I'm saying? I seen the people on the street passed out on the stuff. I seen, you know, what it did to me, you know what I'm saying? I got high and I found out what it was, you know, that my dad and them felt when they got high, you know what I'm saying? Now I know how to treat a patient, you know what I'm saying? And I know what to give a patient, but then, you know, and I know how to talk to a patient, you know what I'm saying? And I know how to talk to people who don't believe they are a God, you know what I'm saying? Because ain't nothing else you gonna, what animal you want to choose to be? That's got 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 hands, and 2 feet, you know what I'm saying, with fingerprints that ain't the same, you know what I'm saying? What other animal can you tell? What other animal do we have? Do we have dogs and cats with paw prints, you know what I'm saying, that's different from each other paw prints? Do we have that? I bet we don't, you know what I'm saying? I bet we don't, you know what I'm saying? It's a glare in my glasses, make me think it's something on it. But like I say, you know what I'm saying? I'm here for everybody, man. I'm here to tell the truth. Nothing but the truth, nothing but the honest to God truth, man. And it can't be nothing but one God. And that one God was a married God. Yeah, he was married at that time. So, you know what I'm saying? I would like to say, you know what I'm saying, I've been married, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the lawyer meant saying I couldn't sue Dow because I was third party, meaning I was married or not. I don't know, because I was still living, you know what I'm saying? I guess that's what he meant, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't sue Dow because I was still living, you know what I'm saying? And Kent, you know what I'm saying? His family got the $5.2 million because he died, you know what I'm saying? And I know, God knows, I wanted his family to get the whole $5.2 million. I wouldn't have wanted that, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have wanted to break that up. And then it was told to me that they gave the family, Kent Green family, 3.2 million. I mean, 3 million, and wanted to give me 2.2 million at first, but then it changed, you know what I'm saying? They said they decided not to give me nothing, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I didn't get nothing. But I got something. Just my life. That's all I really want. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, God, for saving me, you know what I'm saying? And this Kid Green, God, thank you for saving me, because walking in Adam Jackson's life taught me about racism, God. As a white man, you know what I'm saying? As a white ghost. I'm a white man ghost, and I'm not a white man, I'm an ivory man. You know what I'm saying? You can just say ivory, ebony and ivory, you know what I'm saying? I'm Kent Green, a white dude, you know, with an E behind the N at the end of green. I guess that's to separate the 2 greens, you know what I'm saying? One with an E and one without. But Kent Green and me was best friends, man. This Adam and this Kent Green, man, I was Adam's best friend, you know what I'm saying? As a white friend, you know what I'm saying? But we didn't hang together, no, but we hung together on the job where you seen Jack at, you seen Ken at, you know what I'm saying? Jerry Frazier, Clarence Green, KT Brown, uh, A.D. Brown, you know what I'm saying? Graylin Judkins, Victor, uh, Victor Beverly, all of us. We was Louise Hanks, you know what I'm saying? Wilson Hanks, you know what I'm saying? Sludges and stuff like that, and Babe Austin, you know what I'm saying? I had a lot of friends, man. We had a lot of friends, man. A lot of friends. Some of the names that just won't come to me right now. That was my age group, you know what I'm saying? But I miss all my co-workers, you know, especially with JV, because them was young co-workers, you know what I'm saying? My sons. That's the only music I need, man. To cry sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It make me think about that Indian music, you know what I'm saying? That flute, you know what I'm saying? And that was the reason we gave kids flutes in kindergarten and pre-K. We gave them flutes, remember? We gave them a flute, a different color flute, to keep the instruments going, because I love instruments, and Church of Christ hate instruments. God love instruments, man. That's why we play the music we play. Yeah, music come from church. Church started the music, you know what I'm saying? Rap just came in afterwards, but DMX, the one really showed you that you could rap with the Bible, and I did too, you know, when I made the last Adam in Exodus, you know what I'm saying? When I put music to me talking in that lunchroom, you know what I'm saying? I said, showed myself and showed God and showed heaven how we was gonna do it, you know what I'm saying? And we did it. And we built plants, we built furnaces, we rebuilt furnaces, you know what I'm saying? We did it all, Marty. Marty and Mario and Mario and Mario Ortiz, that's my brother, man. That's my he was old enough to be my daddy, you know what I'm saying? But he was my big brother, you know what I'm saying? He was my big brother. He was my big brother. He really wasn't old enough to be my daddy, but he was old enough to be my daddy's friend. You know, he was a little younger than my daddy, but he wasn't as old as my daddy, though, I don't think. But me and him was, you know what I'm saying, best friends, you know what I'm saying? Like me being 42, Roosevelt being 42 and me being 24 when me and Roosevelt was working together. And I remember coming to see Roosevelt and talking to Roosevelt in the plant. And he burned himself because he put the cold cup in that thing. When he seen me walking up, he put the cold cup in there and it threw the metal at him and got on his chest and stuff. And I looked at him and he looked at me and he walked off, you know what I'm saying? And that's me as a ghost, because I wasn't real. I wasn't supposed to be in there with Roosevelt, you know what I'm saying? But I was. I don't know if it was a dream on my end or nothing, but I seen all my friends, my wife that I had back then, you know what I'm saying? Saw her, I saw Louise, I saw everybody in Roosevelt's face when he got burnt. I seen him in his face. That's why God is like I am, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, you know what I'm saying? Ain't but one God, man. That's the one shepherd Jesus told you about. He told you it was gonna be one fold and one shepherd. And to get here, you had to do a lot of things that you didn't want to do. And a lot of things that you had to do as God to get here, you know what I'm saying? I apologize, man, for getting high, you know what I'm saying? And then everybody acting like God is the one putting the drugs on the street. But somebody had to put the drugs on the street, you know what I'm saying? That was godly, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I ain't put it on the street. I put it in the stores. Lay up at the first of the week. Lay up and store all that God has prospered you. Everything that grows. You know what I'm saying? They say money grow on trees, money grow on vines too. You know what I'm saying? Them incense vines, them flower vines. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be somebody that sound like I'm still a drug addict and stuff, because I really don't even need it no more, man. Don't even need it, but I'm gonna keep it around. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people need to find themselves, man. And if you can't find yourself, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can't find yourself without a drink. You know what I'm saying? A drink of liquor, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? Just, something to soothe your mind, you know what I'm saying? I told you in the Bible, Paul told you, you know what I'm saying? Don't just drink water, drink a little wine for your infirmities. And we damn sure got infirmities, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to, that's why I always put that I don't want kids watching my stuff, you know what I'm saying? Till they 18 years old, you know what I'm saying? Really 21. But that's what that 666 was. 6, 12, and 18. And then you grown. 6, 12, and 18. That's what you're supposed to work a man 6 years. A slave is only supposed to be a slave for 6 years. In the 7th year, he must go free. If he married, his family must go free. And he shall not go out empty, what God say. You give them abundantly what they need, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? God is God, man. God one way, you know what I'm saying? It's been that way forever, you know what I'm saying? God the same yesterday, today, and forever. Ain't no debating about me, you know what I'm saying? Hey, but one way to think about it. One way to think about it.
He doesn't like me either, and so anytime there's somebody new he doesn't like, I feel a fraternity, a brotherhood with this.
Okay, so we're having beef?
You're having beef because I guess you said in an interview that you were a better golfer than him.
Yeah. I just haven't been inspired by what everybody's trying to do, say, prove, whatever. I kind of wish somebody as people friendly in my mind as Stacey Abrams was running.
Listen, what you're about to hear is something mainstream media refuses to show you in its entirety. They'll give you little sound bites, but they won't connect the dots. They won't show you the pattern. They won't let you see just how completely Samuel L. Jackson has been exposing Trump for nearly a decade. And that's exactly why we need to get this video out to as many people as possible. Because the truth is buried under a mountain of propaganda. And it's up to us people like you who are watching this right now. Not later right now, because YouTube's algorithm needs to know. People want this truth. And when you're done watching,
You know,
share
Donald
this
Trump
everywhere.
looks just
Send it to your
like
family.
John
Post
dad.
it on Facebook.
Looks
Tweet
just
it.
like John
Because
was
every
sloppy.
single
Looks
person
like
who
that's
sees
his
this
daddy.
is
That
one
could be
more
Joe
person who
Bardell
understands
right there.
exactly who
It
Donald
could
Trump
be
really
Joe
is. Let's
Bardell
expose
right there.
together.
I ain't got
January
no picture of
2016,
Joe Bardell,
Samuel
but
L. Jackson, one of the biggest movie stars on the planet, sat down for an interview with United Airlines Rhapsody magazine.
And then you told a story. Is this true that he signed you up for one of your golf clubs and didn't tell you?
Yeah.
So you had to pay like?
No, I didn't pay. I got a bill that I didn't pay.
Okay.
Because I had no idea, and I had my assistant call. I clearly saw him hook a ball into a lake at Trump National in Jersey, and his caddy told him he found it.
Is the caddy soaking wet when he said this?
No, he wasn't. Yeah, he just took off running, and next thing you know, I got it, Mr. Trump. And you're like, oh, did you see a splash? You saw a splash.
The question the interviewer asked was about golfing with Donald Trump. Well, it was a simple question. Who was better at golf? Jackson went on, "Oh, I am for sure. I don't cheat." 3 words. I don't cheat. And with those 3 words, Samuel L. Jackson spoke out against what everyone else had complained about for years, that President Trump cheats at everything. He went further and spoke about Trump had been charging him dues to Trump National Golf Club memberships without his knowledge. Just sent him a random bill. That's Trump. Bill people for memberships they never joined. And when asked about Trump running for president, Jackson said it was more P.T. Barnum than politician. Much of what he says is probably not something he truly believes. And that was in 2016. Samuel Jackson. Jackson was able to see through Trump before the millions of Americans. And we need everyone to see this pattern right now. Pause for a moment and drop a comment. Tell us, have you known about this golf scandal? Because I promise that most people don't.
Somebody did send me something today that said Trump said he didn't know me.
He said he didn't know you. I actually have his tweet right here.
Tweet.
This is very exciting. So there you go. It says, "I don't know Samuel L. Jackson to the best of my knowledge. Haven't played golf with him and think he does too many TV commercials. Boring, not a fan."
Not a bad thing.
Now, if you came to the defense of Sam Jackson immediately. You tweeted right here. Come on, Donald Trump. You played golf with Samuel Jackson and me as well. We also had lunch together. Shrimp and hot dogs sound familiar.
Yeah.
The mainstream media buried it, but we're digging it back up. And your comment helps this video reach more people. So Trump saw Jackson's interview, and he did what he always does when someone tells the truth about him. He lied. Trump tweeted, "I don't know Samuel Jackson. To best of my knowledge, haven't played golf with him and think he does too many TV commercials. Boring. Not a fan. You don't know Samuel L. Jackson? You've never played golf with him." That's what Trump claimed to the entire world. But here's where Samuel L. Jackson proved why he's not like other Hollywood celebrities. He came with receipts. Jackson posted the actual bill from Trump National Bedminster to Instagram. The caption, "A bill from the guy that doesn't know me and never golfed with me. I'm going to block his A2. Boom. Documented proof that Trump was lying again. And it gets better. Actor Anthony Anderson jumped on Twitter and backed Jackson up.
You did golf. The 3 of you golfed together.
We golfed together at Trump's course in Bedminster and had a great time.
Yeah.
I don't understand how somebody can say they're not a fan of Sam Jackson.
How can you not be
How
a
can you
fan
not
of
be a
Sam
fan of
Jackson
Samuel L. Jackson?
and want to run this country?
Exactly.
Yeah. That's how you can be the president of Russia and not like
Right,
Sam
not like
Jackson.
Sam, but not the president of the United States.
How
of
was
America.
it golfing with Trump?
You know what? I'm not going to say Trump cheats.
Okay.
His caddy cheats for him.
Okay.
Come on, a real Donald Trump. You played golf with your Samuel Jackson and me as well. We also had lunch together. Shrimp and hot dogs. Sound familiar? Then Orlando Jones found a photo of Trump and Jackson together at the 2001 Academy Awards and posted it. "Hey, a real Donald Trump. I know all black people look alike, but apparently you do know a Samuel Jackson." Trump got completely destroyed. Multiple witnesses, photo evidence, an actual bill. Trump's lie exposed in real time for everyone to see.
Why would that be relevant of anything? Why would anybody wanna? Why would that man get paid by YouTube to even put that out? You know what I'm saying? It's starting mess. All it is starting mess, gossip. You know what I'm saying? Just gossip. All American AI is gossip.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Lovely Intuitive Soul for Divine. It is your girl Lovely, and I am
And I ain't gonna say all
to do another
AI
generation for the
gossip,
collective.
but
If you are
when
new to
you
my
see
channel,
AI, you can
I
tell
got
a
you,
video that
So if you don't
somebody
like us, baby,
done
this is not the
or
channel for you.
a
If you don't
video
like
that's
somebody
been,
who's gonna tell you what you
you
need to
know,
hear and not what you want to hear, baby, this is not
just a
the channel for
video.
you. I am goofy as a motherfucker. I talk with my hands, okay? I sing off key too, baby. Okay. You've been learning so much about yourself though too. It's like, why can't I keep myself at this standard that I have and be okay with that? Why do I have to waver? Maybe in the past you did waver, okay? Being so gone over somebody who just couldn't, give you what you needed, all right? Like, I'm just saying, whatever power that you took back, okay? People was feeling that shit, okay? Yeah, you really embody love too. Like I said, people gotta learn how to love you though. And it's like they it's like you call their flaws out, like they be stuttering, like you call their flaws out, and like maybe they wasn't being loved correctly to even think to come and love you how they were loved. Like it just ain't enough. The fact that you are so secure with yourself, though, too, man. Communication. You could already have people trying to talk to you now, though, okay? But people have to learn how to approach you first, okay? It takes them a while. So people be having long time crushes on you. Is what it's given. They have long time crushes on you, and they have to learn. Like they have to go through a few things before they, break the ice with you. You got layers to you, whoever I'm picking up on. So it's like this person, a few people want you to be receptive, okay? So it's like they feel like they need to come pulling all the stops. For somebody, it's like they love bombing. It's gonna come off very love bombing because they trying to charm your ass and like show themselves off like I am that, but they are scared as fuck. You put a fire. That's what I'm saying. You put a fire under people's ass. Like somebody really can't help but want to come talking to you. It's just not just one person. Like a new beginning. Okay, somebody wants a new beginning with you. You are in a new beginning. Whoever I'm picking up on though. You're in a new beginning when it comes to partnerships in general, though. You've been learning a lot about yourself, okay? And you, like I said, why can't I have what I desire, okay? You've been really doing that for yourself, though. Like, really what you're desiring out of life, you've been putting your best foot forward. It ain't been the easiest path. It ain't been the easiest anything, okay? But you worked very hard to come into this new beginning and not feeling that you have to show so much loyalty to get the bare minimum because that's what I'm getting off of whoever I'm picking up on. Like you just so much to get the bare minimum. And once you started really focusing on yourself, it's like you've done a reset. So it's like, yeah, people see you in this low, this reset that you in, and yeah, they want a new beginning, but this is literally your new beginning, your way. Okay? Because people don't feel like they're coming adequate enough, okay, to deal with you in this energy that you're in. And you're not making it hard. Like you're just being yourself, whoever I'm picking up on. You are, and you're very intense, and people clench their assholes. Like, literally clench their assholes. Trying to, like, I don't know, I don't want to fuck it up. I don't want to say nothing wrong. Like, you could have an RBF face. Like, just really be chilling. Like, literally, people think that you're very, intimidating, is what I'm getting as well. Baby, somebody loves your ass out here. Somebody loves you, baby. Yeah, you have this illusion about you. Yeah. And you come off so intense, and the illusion is that you just like so evil. You know what I mean? Like you got that resting face, whoever I'm picking up on, that you be out here just hurting people, but you're like one of the kindest people anybody's ever met. But it's so intense, like your energy is so intense, like you come off as you're not real. Okay, you're not real. So it's like, well, why do they feel that they have to step up to the plate? Why do they feel like that? Yeah, that isn't a requirement of yours. Okay, like literally in this status, I'm telling you, somebody loves you and they lose sleep. Unthinkable. I'm ready. Alicia Keys. They said, if you ask me, well, if you ask me, I'm ready now. Okay, I didn't feel like I was adequate enough. All right, and no, I'm not telling you to take this person back. I'm not telling you to entertain. I'm not telling you the damn thing because you know what? It is free will, and I know that y'all know that. Okay, but this person, yes, they're coming to communicate with you. They feel like they have brought themselves to the plate to give you what you deserve and then some. But it's not just them, okay? You have people looking at you like they have to come adequate. Like in any area, it don't even necessarily have to just be dating, okay? Or just that they're lusting after you or tempted by you, okay? In general, you are intense and you're very passionate, caring, okay? You're like a walking contradiction, literally a walking contradiction. Nobody's ready for you when they approach you, okay? Not in the energy that you're in. No, nobody is ready for that. It's very intense. It's very too like, are you literally putting on a show? Is this really you? It is, okay? And then that makes people even more intimidated, okay? You envious at that. But you got somebody absolutely in love with you and they cannot get no sleep. Ever since they came into the enlightenment. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, you have this passion about you. I said that earlier, you know. So it's like you're passionate and you're intense, and your passion and your intensity times a million is what you are in right now. Like I said, you put a fire under people's ass. They gotta come correct, and if they don't come correct, you definitely correct them. Okay, okay. You've been learning so much about yourself though too. It's like why
Man, this lady is good. I like her, you know what I'm saying? I like her, you know what I'm saying? But we gotta, man, I don't know how YouTube pay people, you know what I'm saying, by views, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't get a dime from YouTube, you know. YouTube haven't called me, haven't talked to me. I don't know nobody from YouTube, you know what I'm saying? I haven't, like some of these people talk like they in making plenty of money, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it haven't been something that I've been lucky with, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I don't like I don't like living off disability though. Cause I am a good welder, you know what I'm saying? Good welding instructor. I teach welding. Plus I weld anything you could put in my face that can be welded, you know what I'm saying? But right now my left hand, you know what I'm saying, haven't really got equal to the rest of the body yet, you know what I'm saying? It's doing my right hand doing a lot of good things, you know what I'm saying, but the left hand, you know what I'm saying, is just like adding to it, you know what I'm saying, just like trying to help it, but the left hand really don't do nothing, you know what I'm saying. That's why I like lifting weights, because I'm trying to get some meat on my damn bones, you know. Who can reveal the arm of the Lord? And I reveal the right and left hand of the Lord, you know what I'm saying? And an eagle's claw, you know what I'm saying? That's what this hand is, an eagle's claw. The Bible talk about when that man turned into an ox, and he was like the ox outside, you know what I'm saying, in the grass, eating grass. And he had claws like an eagle, you know what I'm saying? He had eagle's claws. You know what I'm saying? But we need to pay people more money. That's what we need to do. We need to pay people more money. The pay that we get ain't no good pay, you know what I'm saying? We don't make enough to live, really, you know what I'm saying? That's not an argument for somebody trying to get a job, though. You know what I'm saying? That's an argument for God to tell the people that's my job. You know what I'm saying? That's what job is, God. Job is God. You know what I'm saying? Joshua is God, you are. You know what I'm saying? Jacob, jack up. You know what I'm saying? Jack in the box, Peck shit. You know what I'm saying? So I should never have to worry about credit. I should never have to worry about credit because I'm the God that's giving you the money. You know what I'm saying?
change their ways, making people feel like it's like some people are so envious of you though that they feel that they are less than. Like you make them feel less than, but that is just you pouring into yourself. Like there ain't nothing you can do about that. Okay, you can continue to do what you're doing because it's working for you. You know, you're opening up people that never thought that they could change, though. You know, regardless of if you take this person or deal with this person in any type of way, you have people, even if they don't like you, will be respecting you, though, okay? Because it's the work that you actually did that some of them never thought that you could do. Ex-lovers looking at you like I think I'm ready to come back now. Okay, like they always felt this intensity behind you though, but it's so strong now because you have boundaries and it's set in stone. Like what you said is what you said. You haven't wavered, and people are learning a thing or two from you though as well. Don't change, music soul child. I'm telling you, don't change. Continue to be who you are. You know, and it's like if people cannot if they cannot take the power that is behind you, if they cannot stand next to you and not, you know, and feel intimidated and feel less adequate than you, then they don't need to be by your side, okay? Because you need somebody that's gonna be able to listen. You coming with that, like you are that. You have this intensity. Don't change for nobody. And it took you a long time to get here. So whoever's next to you, they can't be timid. Like literally, they cannot because you're already getting attention just the way that you are, okay? Listen, Queen of Swords too, and you're very honest, okay? You're honest and truthful about your shit. That's why it's so intense. That's why.
You know, a man or a woman that can say they ain't never got high, or they ain't never drank nothing, or they ain't never got high. People that say that, them good people, I say they good people, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say they godly people. But I say they good people, you know what I'm saying? Because most of them people will quickly tell you not God or they not God, you know what I'm saying? And the people that claim to not done everything that's real bad, you know what I'm saying? They always claim that ain't nobody God, you know what I'm saying? They don't believe you God, especially when they do wrong. People that do wrong, they don't want to be seen as doing wrong and can be God too. They don't believe that. That's how come they don't believe they God, because they do wrong. You know, men that and women that commit adultery and stuff like that, cheat on their spouse, they gonna be quick to say they not God. You know what I'm saying? Because you know they not God. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know what I'm saying? You are God's, man. It's just like we do what the Ten Commandments told us. You know what I'm saying? That's why that they don't want nobody to go by the law. That's why they tried to wipe the law out with Jesus. You know what I'm saying? They tried to wipe away the law. You know what I'm saying? See, ain't no law for judging and accusing, but it's a law for adultery and lying and stealing and cheating. You know what I'm saying? It's the Ten Commandments got that covered. You know what I'm saying? That's why the people don't believe in the Ten Commandments, because they said Jesus said do away with the law, and Jesus had nothing to do with doing away with the law. But Paul them did, you know what I'm saying, doing away with the law. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to do with doing away with the law. I put the law in your mind, your heart, your mind, your body, your soul. I told you I put my heart, my laws in your heart. I told you I was gonna put my laws in your heart. You know what I'm saying?
Why I said in the very beginning, like I don't know why I get this thing. People feel like they're clenching their asshole. They're just clenching their asshole. Like don't fuck up. Like they walking on eggshells around you, and then you know when they do like get to know you and stuff, like you're so kind and it's like you're so kind. It's like they scared. Like I don't know, is that a front? Because you literally look like you gonna chop my head off. Like literally look like you had to fuck around and find out. And I mean, that's true as well, but you are very nice. Like, you are a good person. Baby, you don't want nobody fucking with you. Like, that's just what it is, okay? So we got the Queen of Swords and the Two of Wands, okay? So somebody, like I said, it could be a few, honestly, that see you as, you know, they're coming your way, though. You know, feeling like they got their shit in order to approach you though. They know that you're this, okay? And especially that one of them that's in love with your ass. They know that you're gonna be coming with the truth, okay? For some of y'all, they have been avoiding this truth, okay, for a long time. So they can't do it no more. All right. Listen, Queen of Pentacles. That's what did I say? I said, I mean, because you're intense, you know what I mean? But you really are caring. Like you're a nurturing person. You are. You literally are a good person. All right. Like you're just very intense and you have passion. You can definitely be in your divine energy, like literally embodying every element, you know, balance. Okay. Like, and you're very trustworthy. That's what makes it even more scary because it's like you mean what you say and you say what you mean and you stand on what you believe. You don't waver for anybody anymore. And you always make sure to water your own garden, okay? Nobody else's, okay? You water your own. And you nurture it.